I don't want to talk about Trump.
Well, I do
we're
for
in
a
the
second.
moment
So
of, we're honoring a great president.
Excuse me a second, please. I want to talk about
but
the
we're
difference.
honoring, but I'm not interested in your one-issue voter.
I don't care what you're interested in. I'm talking.
Well, I don't care what you're interested in either.
Democrats are racist too. It's our cultural history.
Listen. You are a white lady telling me what is racist to you, which is
American who's been called.
Wow. That's a typical day on the set of The View, at least according to this new book hitting the shelves this week. With 22 years and 22 different co-hosts, the political talk show has been a magnet for controversy, like this feud between former hosts Rosie and Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Do you believe I think our troops are terrorists, Elizabeth?
I don't think that you. I don't
Do
think
you believe that? Yes or no?
Excuse me. Let me speak.
Oh, joining me now, author of Ladies Who Punch, the explosive inside story of The View, Ramin Satuda. All right, Ramin, one of the most interesting things I found about this book, and I had no idea, Rosie, who's a lesbian, had a little bit of a crush on Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Did anything happen with that?
No, nothing happened. And I think it's been a little blown out of proportion sort of in the media.
You probably blew it out of proportion because you put it in the book.
It's in the book. She talked about it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of viewers thought that Rosie and Elizabeth hated each other from the very beginning. And that wasn't the case. Rosie and Elizabeth actually got along for most of season 10 when they were on together.
Yeah.
And then things took a turn for the worst. They felt betrayed by each other. And Rosie reveals in the book that she actually really liked Elizabeth and had this non-sexual work crush on her.
Oh, non-sexual work crush. Not a sexual
I don't
crush.
think it was that bad. I know that Elizabeth was on The View and she was really insulted by it, but I don't think it was that bad. And Rosie meant it in a good way. She didn't mean to hurt Elizabeth.
Okay. Next, Elizabeth Hasselbeck. I think there was like the F-bombs were getting thrown around with Babs. Barbara Walters cut her off before she was finished talking about abortion. That was a very hot topic.
Right, and this is leaked audio that is now making its round on the internet. I released it yesterday. Elizabeth was very upset when she was cut off on the show, and she threatened to quit and actually tried to leave during an episode in 2006. And the executive producer at the time, Bill Getty, had to go and get her in her dressing room in a live show and plead with her to come back, and she did with just seconds left. It was like very much like a scene out of Survivor. She almost left in the middle of the show.
We would never do that on Water's World. We would always stick it out.
You've never had a guest try to quit in a commercial?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but the segment's still going on, so we'll see. Listen, Rosie did not like Whoopi Goldberg. At one point, you say in the book that she said Whoopi was worse than Fox News, which is probably the biggest insult Rosie could deliver.
Right, because she feels like Fox News has been hard on her.
Right.
But she had a really difficult time when she went back the second time in 2014 to rejoin the show after Barbara Walters left. And there was a fight over the moderator seat. Both Rosie and Whoopi wanted to be the moderator. Whoopi had it in her contract, and Rosie struggled with that and had a really hard time with that. And she talks about it in the book.
Okay. And then lastly, Rosie was not well liked by the producers. I think they went to HR a number of times. Rosie was compared to a murderous dictator. What was she like to work for?
So that was a quote from the former director of the show. This book is really about takes you behind the scenes of a TV show, and it's about power and the idea that there were three women on the show, namely Barbara Walters, Rosie O'Donnell, and Whoopi Goldberg, who really wanted to control The View, which was a very influential show and changed TV in a lot of different ways, and brought politics into daytime TV. And so Rosie wanted things run the way she wanted them run. She had her own daytime talk show that was very successful, and when she started on the show, she made life very difficult for a lot of the staff.
Do you think that I could go on The View and they would treat me nicely?
Of course they would. No, I don't think they would. I think they would ask you a lot of hard questions, and I think they would, I don't know.
I think Joy would like me if she met me.
Would you agree to go on if they invited you?
If I have a book, I'll definitely go on.
Okay.
All right? That's the deal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
I appreciate it.
All right.